guys, this is Sacred Stone Healing. I'm doing this video today. My guide was like, okay, do it now, yeah. So obviously it is needed because I have been holding on doing anything. I just meditated, and I've been working all day, so excuse my hair and everything. I was like, got up. My guys were like, okay, do something. Um, I've been following everything intensely. So I'm just gonna go and flow along with what I'm being guided to say right now. One thing I was picking up on before, because I was meditating, was the urgency. There is urgency within many countries right now, with the coronavirus. Huge urgency. And this is a message that will go in maybe in different countries, but I have been the last few weeks guided to throw out some messages, but I have been holding back, not holding on. Yeah, also been holding on, trying to see where everything was going within the energies. So I was like, I've been the last few months, I've been feeling it in my body, but I didn't know exactly how the outcome would look like. And I also went to Spain in the beginning of March to do my Reiki 3, um, and then got back and then had to go down there again. Obviously, I'm not going because everything is on lockdown. So that has been put on a hold also. But it was interesting because the months leading up to when it all really started to lock down, especially in Europe, um, and I'm just guided to say, because I know a lot of people in the future will be asking, why didn't everybody react fast, instantly? And the message I was just getting right now was the more the countries are connected to nature and to their higher self, the faster the response. It's a disintegration of the illusion. Um, so there was just a message. No shade on any countries, but the more the country are in consciousness connected to and grounded, um, to ground core values, the faster the response. Because then you can't act if you are in illusion or in Maya and you think you're invincible. If you get out of your ego, you can act and you can be responsible. Because it's not about us, it's about the whole world. If we are going to get through it, and when we get through it, we will see that how much interconnected we are. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk anymore about that. Also, I was getting a lot within this upcoming months, or whenever I'm coming on again. But right now, I was really getting the message: get out in the sun. And it was so perfect because the sun is just setting here. Normally, I do my afternoon meditation right now, and maybe I'm gonna do a small one because when I was in Spain, I got guided to go into the church and get one of these. And also, I was guided to get one for me and my sister, actually. I was like, and she's also studying to be a Reiki healer. And it was interesting because I'm just flowing with this right now. I didn't know I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was something specific because I also was guided to pick up the prayer again, and that is the prayer I've been working with for the last I think 2 years. Also in a lot of my videos for the last 2 years on YouTube, you can listen to it. And now it's more intense. It's more intense than ever, because I was like, okay, now I understand more. We're getting bits and pieces here, yeah, and more getting revealed, because we are also going through this huge awakening, and the world is right now. Because I'm gonna do a meditation with this in a short while, and that is the Oración from Santa Maria Magdalena, and I picked it up in Spain. This is the second card I have, and I was asked to pick up two of these and two of the cards. So, and then also I got messages with this because of all the death in Italy and Spain. I have been working with this and sending prayers. So I've been sending prayers to whomever is on my light, to get the help and give the peace and the rest to the family that needs it, and for all the people that are dying alone. So I've been working with that. And that's why I didn't feel like coming on or doing any readings, because that was more important, and that was my light work. And then I also took care of my sorry, my children, my cats, and I also work with in a fundraiser job at the Danish Child Helpline. So there was a lot of stuff going on. So I didn't go shopping for a lot of toilet rolls because I already knew, so I already had it. Interesting. Not gonna talk about that. I think that's a lack of. I think it's about the root chakra. It's our fight and flight response. We will get back into that in later videos, because it's the amygdala brain that we are working on shrinking when we meditate. And actually, there's been a lot of studies on that. So when you meditate, you actually develop a different kind of part in your brain. Also, what Joe Dispenza is talking about. That is what I've been trained for the last 10 years. You're shrinking a part in your brain that's flips into survival mode. You can still feel fear, anxiety, and stuff like that, but it's just a different kind of wiring. So you are rewiring your brain, and you develop superpowers when you meditate, because you are shrinking your fight and flight response. And also, there was another message. I'm gonna draw some cards, but it was also about the symptoms right now. A lot of people could be going through different kind of symptoms, even though you're not sick. There's also, here in the northern hemisphere, and the spring is coming, and I just got a jasmine in the house, and I can feel it, and also everything is nearly blooming. So normally there's this, if you have slightly allergies, you can feel that. I don't know if I did a video around it. But I am working myself with a lot of aromatherapies. I'm working with camphor, clove oil. I also did a video in Spain around this. Peppermint, tea tree, sage, and I did some sprays my own. And yesterday I was told that I had to do sprays with lavender and rosemary. I have to look that combination up. There's something there. And then just put some water, and you can, if you're tuned to Reiki, you can Reiki over the water, or you can just pray over the water, or anything you feel guided to do. And then you can get a diffuser bottle in, online, obviously online. And then you can put whatever herbs you feel like in it, and you can spray it around your house, and put for good intentions, and just to cleanse the air and everything around your family, around your house. Okay. I want to take a few cards from Tarot de Nuit, because it's the shadows, Also, a lot of this, what's going on, it is to get deep into the shadow work. So if you haven't done any shadow work, you're being pushed right into it. I have been talking today for 5 hours, so bear with me. My throat is like not, but I had to do this. So the first deck I'm using shortly here is going to be the Tarot de Nuit. 2 cards. I'm just going to do a mini reading for the collective right now. And then maybe I'm going to go into more specific stuff in other videos. Okay, interesting. Yeah. This is interesting. So I just want to check it to be sure, because I feel it's very much important right now. The first card is 4 of Cups. My Night of Solitude. This couldn't be more appropriate right now, right? The Night of Solitude. Keywords: dissatisfaction, lack of motivation, boredom, taking a moment alone to reevaluate stuff. This is so appropriate. This is collectively all over the world. The Wounded, also because Chiron is squaring a lot of stuff right now, the Wounded Healer. If you go into the astrology of all this, it's also very fitting and very interesting. Okay, the words are of the 4 of Cups. I'm just going to read it. I have been hurt many times. All I need for now is some rest on my own. And this is collective shadow coming up from everyone. And it's manifesting as the virus. Excitement has flown away from my life and boredom has invaded me. A lot of people are being put into quarantines right now. So I must take this moment to solitude to question my heart and understand my deepest truth. I know that the clear water below me is becoming even much more clearer. And maybe I will see everything soon. But for now, I just want to silence. I just want to silence. And that's also the word I was getting. Silence, rest, and contemplate. Contemplate. Do nothing. Stay still. Come and meditate with me under the protection of the moon and the night. Then we will perhaps be able to come back to the world and enjoy it fully. Wow. This is our message right now from the divine. We're being asked to be still. We're being asked to contemplate. This is really deep. 7 of Cups. Okay, the next one, 4 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Dreaming at the moon. Keywords: escape, new journey, feeling dissatisfied, urge to leave. This is what we're all feeling. Interesting. Actually, my kids are better at it. They're like, okay. My son is in his room gaming, and my daughter is like, we can still go out here, so going on a bicycle or stuff like that. But it's interesting because it's like the feeling the urge to leave because we can't, escape. The 7 of Cups here. I pray at the moon for them to come true. It's hard for me to see what choice is the best to be made right now. And the path to follow. Is it also hard for you to see clearly what is real and what is not right now? Mm? That's a whole other video, because that's also what's happening. We're beginning to see everything very clearly. People, situation, energies, people's agendas is just streaming out of the screens, right? Um, Maybe we together can find a force of visions of our imagination into reality. So it's about dreaming, illusions, imagination versus reality, and choices to be made, and fear. Seven of Cups. Dreaming to the moon, but still being fearful. This is deep. Okay, because you can look at this one was the night, the night of the. This is what we're being put in right now in quarantine. Seven of Cups, and you can see she's the shaman, and she's like, she has a bonfire, the fire, like we have the elements, the earth, air, fire, water. So you have the earth, the air, the fire, the water. And she is trusting that she will find her inner truth, so she can know what's imagination and what is reality. I just have to get something. This is deep. I have to leave it there. This is what we're going through right now. Okay, I'm just getting something for my throat. Oh, because I've been out in the garden, so I'm like, oh, sorry. Okay, I think I am going to do a short meditation, not a long one. So now you got something for the mind. So if you just get comfortable wherever you are, sit back and relax your shoulders. Don't let me distract you with my noises here. And then I'm just going to take this, because I think we need a reset here. I want to work on the heart chakra right now. So if you take your right hand to the heart, what we're feeling right now is both a anxiety, fear, but also a trauma response of any traumas you have in your body that is unhealed. And it's because all we're being presented with, uncertainties, fear, death, unknowingness, stuff, all the stuff that we don't have control over. So what do we have control over? To get back into our own bodies and to get our energy aligned. Practice stillness and contemplation. So I invite you to take a deep breath in. We're just going to do a mini breathing exercise. This is very good. I teach this. A breathing exercise. So you breathe in on 6 in the nose. Hold it for 2. And then you breathe out on 4. Through the nose. If you're doing that several times a day, like 6 to 8 times, you are cleansing your nostrils, you are decreasing inflammation, you're stimulating your vagus nerve, that is creating balance within your systems, okay? So If you breathe in by 6, hold it by 2, and breathe out on 4. Okay, so one more time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it on 2 and breathe out on 4. It sounds like Darth Vader breath. Star Wars. Interesting. Sorry. Taking a deep breath. Put your right hand to the heart. If you want to, you can chant the mantra Yam. And that's a mantra, the Sanskrit mantra for the heart. When you chant right now, you're stimulating the vagus nerve and you're doing sound healing. If you have a practice of sound healing, you know you can stimulate your spine for an instant healing response. But it takes practice. But just for now, put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath in. And I'm just going to chant the mantra Yam. And then I invite you to go within. I'm just going to recite a prayer, and I'm going to do it in Spanish. And I'm going to translate it after. That's why my throat are like that, because I've been doing chanting every day. Santa Maria Magdalena, te pido mi ayudas a reconciliar a Cristo en mí. Vida evitando las ocasiones del pecado, ayúdame a lograr una verdadera conversión de corazón para que pueda demostrar con obras mi amor a Dios. Amen. So this is saying, Santa Maria Magdalena, give me the strength to recognize Christ within me. This is what we're going through right now. To recognize how powerful I am to do it, make a difference. To recognize Christ within me. Give me the opportunities to understand how I can continue to have this conversation within my own heart and keep demonstrating my love for you, okay? So it's about taking the power back, so you can't go to the churches right now. You have to pray at home, okay? So you have to continue your prayers, but do it at home. Also, if you can, pray for Spain, Italy, but also globally, especially India right now, who's been locked down and have a totally different situation than the Western worlds. But the prayer is that we recognize who we are, and that we actually have the opportunity right now to take the power back and pray, so we can get the balance and the silence, and being silenced and balanced enough so we can take the right action steps when needed. Firstly for ourselves, then our families, then our communities, and then the world. That's also what I do when I meditate. I also first pray for myself, then pray for my family, then pray for my community, and then the next city and the world. Because you always start with yourself first, okay? So if you just sit comfortably and close your eyes, I'm not going to do a long meditation today. I'm just going to do a short one. You can close your eyes, and then you can pray to anybody that um, you normally pray to, or if you haven't a practice of prayer, you can just invite the silence, and within that silence you can breathe. And if you need just to start for yourself to release anxiety and fear, do the breath work. You can do a breathing meditation in the beginning, just to release anything, and then breathe in love, trust, happiness, and then breathe out fear, anxiety, and then you can close your eyes. And when I chant these, you can start, you can pick a mantra that is I am right now, or Soham, that's a Sanskrit mantra. And then you can just close your eyes and start listening to the mantra within your mind. So close your eyes, and we're just going to do a few minutes meditation. And you can sit comfortably with your hands on your lap, close your eyes, straighten your spine. You can sit on the floor. I've been doing a lot of meditation on the floor, so if that works for you. And then you can just do some breath work, and you can keep chanting the mantra, I am, or listening to the mantra, or do the Soham. So just keep repeating the mantra. And if you have thoughts, just observe them and let them go. And get back to the mantra. Don't forget to breathe, relax in your body. So in a few seconds, I'm just gonna chime, but keep your eyes closed. And then just sit silently and let your body return slowly and adjust. Start moving your fingers, your toes. Release the mantra. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. And this was a very short meditation, but it's a start to get you started. I will do some longer ones. But for right now, this is just a small one to get you started. But I invite you right now to end the meditation with the prayers, especially for Italy and Spain right now. I know the US is also going to go through a huge ordeal. And let's see what's going to happen within the next week in the rest of the world. We are all in this together right now, so it's important that we hold the highest possible intention. What the messages from the cards was, stay in silence and contemplation. Get back into your balance, your align, and then you can perform action or step into the action that is you're called to do. But it's difficult if you're acting out of your fight and flight response. Yeah. So a prayer